Thank you. I really appreciate that. One of the many reasons that I am here, my family's coming here in the near future, is because of men like this. And let's hear it for the provost real quick. I mean, seriously. Well, cool. Well, I want to get right into what's really important to me, and that's the people you see on this picture right here, my family. I want to introduce them just very quickly. We have 7 children. 2 are in high school. The gal there on the far left in red, and I'm trying to recruit to come here. She'll be a freshman next year in college, and she's currently running for Miss Pleasant Grove back in Pleasant Grove, Utah. So if she wins, she has a commitment there for a year, and then we'll get her here. But if not, expect to see her here. We have 2 in junior high, and then we have 2 in elementary school, and then we have the one little baby girl in the bottom left there that's 3 years old, and she's kind of the queen of the castle after Monica. And just really special. A piece of advice for the men in the room, okay? My queen's right there in the middle, and man, she's special. I mean, she's high character, integrity. She's a saint. I mean, she is literally one of the best people in the world, and I'm real fortunate. And the advice I'd share for every man in this room: 2 things. Marry up, and number 2, treat the ladies right. And I've talked to the players about this, but treat the ladies right. Treat your wives right. And thank you. And that doesn't just talk about opening doors for them, etc. I mean, just all the time. Treat the ladies right mentally. Put the right things in your mind and think about what you want your future wife or your current wife and future mother of your children to be like, and just take care of business the right way. So that's the DuPaix family. They'll be out here in July. So right now they're finishing up school. They'll be out here soon in July, and then we'll go from that point and find a house to live in and all those fun things. Right now, I have 6 wonderful roommates, which are all football coaches. And I'm going to talk a little bit about those guys here briefly, but before I even jump into that, I want you to know that these are great men. We have a great staff. We have great men as part of our football staff. And one thing that we talked about on day 1 with our football staff was, guys, we're here without our wives. We're roommates. It's like we're back 25 years ago in college. And we're just like one of the knights here on campus, which is awesome. But let's always remember to be the men that our wives expect us and our children expect us to be. And it's kind of cool to, I'm away from my family right now, but man, I got great people around me. And it's cool to have that support, and especially when it comes from such great people. So I want to introduce those guys. Offensively, top left corner, Danny DuPaix is our slot back coach and assistant head football coach. Phenomenal man, phenomenal football coach. He has 4 children. Coach T, Tony Finotti, you'll meet him in the cafeteria. Don't take that wrong. We all go to the cafeteria, but he's a good man, and he's got 2 youngins and just a great football coach. He coaches our O-line. Bottom left corner, Matt Edwards is our recruiting coordinator. Some of you may have met him. He's been here for about 8 months, played at BYU. One thing I didn't mention about Coach T, he's got 6 years of NFL experience, and so he's about this big. He fills the whole door when you walk in. Yeah, big time. And then bottom right corner, we have Pat Hoffman, who knows what we do offensively, and the players are learning this inside and out. And Pat is just a great young man. This is our offensive staff. When we move over to the defensive side of the ball, our defense coordinator, Chaz Ryan, came from Snow College. He's been there as the defense coordinator. He has 4 little kids moving out here in July with his family. Top right corner is our special teams coordinator, Mike Rigel. One of you, hopefully you're here, you actually stopped me on the road 2 days ago and said, hey, Mike Rigel is like my childhood hero. He returned a kick against Hawaii in a BYU football game. I don't know if this picture right here that's next to Mike is that actual clip, but Mike was a big-time player, had 4 years of professional experience, and we're fortunate to have him. Phenomenal man. He's got one little 10-year-old currently in Seattle. Below that in dead center is Edwin Mulitalo, Super Bowl champ with the Baltimore Ravens, 10 years in the NFL. And again, he'll fill that door. Him and Tony, if you're walking side by side with those dudes, you'll feel like a very short person. And And they're great men, but their hearts are even that much bigger. And Coach Mulitalo has 4 kids, and they'll be out here in July as well. Bottom left corner, you guys, a lot of you will know Chris Harper, who's doing a great job there. He is scoring a touchdown at the bottom of the picture. He's helping on defense this year, so a little change for him. And then, of course, Nate Bigelow kind of rounds out our staff. And like I said, we really feel fortunate to have the staff that we have. And when I first learned about this opportunity, when Coach Lamb called me, Jason Lamb, I think it's important that you know why I'm here and why I'm moving 7 kids across the country, 7 kids that are very established in Utah County right now to come here. And it's a story a lot of you have probably heard. You know, it's every one of us has a story of why we're here. And I'll talk a little bit about that throughout my minutes this morning. But when I came out here, initially when I talked to Jason Lamb and learned about the vision and kind of what's taking place here, I realized that this is something that I'd be something that I needed to check into. I couldn't just move on and check it off. I needed to really check into Southern Virginia, what's going on here. And then I came out here and I met President Wilcox. I sat down, I listened to his vision. I listened to what he specifically wants to happen here. I listened specifically to the love and the care that he has for each one of you. That struck a chord with me. And then I meet other people that are all over here. I see your faces, and so many great people that I met that you all know that want the best for you. They want to fill your needs. They want to see you succeed. When I saw that I could be part of that and do something that I'm passionate about, something that I love, something that adds value back to society, I was like, how could I pass this up? And then I went and found 9 guys that wanted the same thing. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm so thrilled to have them here with us. One thing that I've learned about something that's special in life, and just think for a moment of something that you've experienced that's really special in your own life. And when you think about that special moment in your life, 99.9% of the time, it will require sacrifice. Isn't that amazing? It's like a law. Like if you want something that's really good, you're going to have to work really hard and sacrifice for it. And a couple days ago, we do in the morning, we have a staff meeting. We have a little morning Kool-Aid, and Coach Rigel shared the morning Kool-Aid. I think this was 2 mornings ago, and it's kind of a 5-minute motivational thought, just something that's on the coach's mind, and we kind of rotate around the staff. And Coach Rigel talked about sacrifice, and he went on to talk about, look at us, guys. You have a staff that we don't even have our wives here, we don't have our families here, but yet we're here sacrificing our time, our energy, our efforts, so that we can make this football program what it deserves to be, so that we can match what President Wilcox has for a vision for where we're going. And that requires a lot of hard work. It requires sacrifice. And the way you look at it could be 2 different things when you get right down to your philosophy in life. But every good thing that you have in life, that you want in life, just expect to work for it. Expect to sacrifice for it. 2 things. Sacrifice, that's one that I want to share, that we're here right now. And number 2, I mean, you look back to probably one of the greatest things I've ever experienced in my life, and that's my 2-year mission. And they all say it, right? Best years of my life, but at the same time, it's tough. Those of you that have gone on missions, it's tough. And you're sacrificing 2 years where you could go and do other things, and I'm not going to get into all of it, but those 2 years, that sacrifice of 2 years, and I loved my mission. I loved Barranquilla, Colombia. I love Spanish, all that good stuff. But those 2 years helped build the man that I am today. Without those 2 years, that beautiful bride that I have, there's no way. those 7 kids, hopefully I'd have some. But, I mean, it just kind of set me up. And so the point I want to make is that there were 2 years of my life that I sacrificed to go on that mission. You've done similar things. But the point I want to make is don't be afraid to do hard things. Do not be afraid to do hard things. Do not be afraid to sacrifice. In fact, embrace it. Yeah, you know, if your instructor or a job calls you out to do something hard, embrace that opportunity and go get it done. It's like, bring it on. I'm made for that. I can do that. You know, and kind of take that attitude about it. Right now, as a group, we're actually reading a book. It's called The Slight Edge. And the players all have a copy of it. You should ask them specifically what they've learned out of that book. It's kind of interesting because, you know, most football players don't like to read. Man, these guys love it. They love to read. And As a staff, we're reading this book as well, but it's interesting, as we're going through this book, it talks a lot about just kind of like your daily disciplines, kind of, what makes somebody great compared to just make somebody get through life. And it talks about some specifics, and I'm not going to go into all of them, obviously, but I want to talk about a couple things within the Slight Edge. First of all, Mini Miracle, the author of the Slight Edge is a multi-millionaire that I know about this much. Like, I really don't know him. But I sent him an email, and I said, hey, here's my situation. I just took this head coaching job at Southern Virginia, in Buena Vista, Virginia. I need 100 copies of that book. Would you be willing to donate those books to us? Okay? Multi-millionaire, jets, multiple houses, probably has a few things going on. He's running an international company right now. Within 2 hours, he emails me back. Absolutely. I'll have them in the mail. Lisa, I've copied you on this. Please get those books to Coach DuPaix ASAP. So, I mean, that just doesn't happen every day. There's just so many cool things that happen right here. So what I want to share is just one thing from that book. And as you look up here, he talks about a lot of different daily disciplines, but I'll just read this, and then we'll talk about it for a moment. A positive philosophy turns into a positive attitude, which turns into a positive action, which turns into positive results, which turns into a positive lifestyle. Think about who you are today. Think about the great things that you're accomplishing in your life and who you are today. If your philosophy is not quite where you want it, if you wake up and you're negative in the morning, or if you wake up and man, the sky's just dark and dreary every day, start to change your philosophy. That will then lead into your attitude, which leads into your actions, which leads into results. And then you end up with studly people that we have up here that are just amazing, and they're everywhere on campus, and you guys are amazing. But think about these things. And then the last thing I want to share with you, as you take that into mind, is just the idea that we're growing each and every day. We're either growing or declining. There's a great ball coach, the late Frosty Westering. He wrote a book. This was the title of the book. Make the big time where you are. Guys, here's where we are right now. Make it the big time. Take every day and make it the very best possible day you can possibly have, because there's no reason you can't. There's no reason we can't athletically. There's no reason we can't academically. There's no reason we don't spiritually. This is an amazing place. I'm so grateful to be here. I just want to leave that thought with you to make the big time where you are, and have a great day. Thank you.